They said she would never be anything more than a servant in her own father's house. They called her worthless, unwanted, and invincible. This is the story of Nnenna, the girl her stepmother tried to break. Sit back and let your heart listen. In the quiet village of Umunze, Nnenna lived with her father, Chief Obieze, and her stepmother, Madam Clara. Her mother had died when she was just 7, and as many African stories go, her father remarried far too soon. Madam Clara came into the house wearing perfume and pride. She brought her 2 daughters, Amaka and Nkiru, and from the very first day, Nnenna stopped being a daughter and became a stranger in her own home. Madam Clara frowned at Nnenna. This one, she's too slow. She can sleep in the kitchen. Nnenna quietly trying to respond. But Mama used to. Don't call me Mama. I am not your mother. Know your place. And from that day, her place was the corner of the kitchen floor. Nnenna woke up before the cock crowed. She swept the compound, washed clothes, fetched water from the stream, and cooked meals she wasn't allowed to eat. She walked barefoot in harmattan mornings, carrying firewood taller than her. Yet her father, Chief Obieze, said nothing. He was always too busy. Nkiru, Amaka, come and eat, Madam Clara yelled. Nnenna, go and scrub the bathroom. Use sand if you don't see soap. And so she scrubbed silently. The neighbors saw, but no one spoke. No one ever speaks until it's too late. But Nnenna never lost her kindness. One day, she gave her only piece of yam to a beggar boy who was crying in front of their gate. Why did you give me your food? The beggar boy said. Because I know what it feels like to be hungry and forgotten, Nnenna replied. One fateful afternoon, a royal guard arrived in the village square with a trumpet louder than thunder. Hear this! Prince Ifeanyi will choose a bride from the daughters of Umueze. A royal ball will be held in 7 days. Let the most beautiful and gorgeous young lady win his heart. The village went mad. My Amaka, my Nkiru, start rubbing shea butter on your skin. No more playing under the sun. This is our chance, Madam Clara said. She bought them new clothes, hired someone to teach them how to walk, and even paid a winch to give her love charms. But Nnenna, she wasn't allowed to go. You, go where? With which shoe? You better go and wash the toilet, you this silly girl, before I wash your face with cane. The night of the ball came. The village was glowing with lanterns. Music filled the air. Guests wore their finest wrappers, beads and bangles. Nnenna sat on a wooden stool, watching the stars. Her heart ached. If Mama were alive, I know she would dress me in blue. She always said blue was my color. As she wept quietly, something unexpected happened. An old woman with a crooked back and glowing eyes walked into the compound. Why are you crying, child? Nnenna replied. I wanted to go to the ball, just to see it, not even to dance, but I don't even have slippers. The woman looked at her for a long time. Come, let me show you what a mother's blessings look like. She pulled out a wrapper from her sack, blue and gold, shining like moonlight. She whispered something and suddenly, Nnenna was dressed like a princess. Even her feet wore golden sandals. But who are you? Nnenna said, stunned. Just someone your mother once helped. Now go, child. But remember, be home before midnight. The moment Nnenna walked into the royal hall, everything stopped. Prince Ifeanyi looked up and his heart skipped. Who is that girl? She didn't speak much, she didn't boast. She just smiled politely and helped a child who had dropped her drink, while others were busy showing off. Nnenna's kindness shone like firelight in a dark room. He danced with her once, then twice, then the whole night. "What is your name?" Nnenna smiled. "Just someone who came to enjoy the music, Your Highness." Before midnight, she ran out, leaving behind a single golden sandal. The prince searched the entire village. He tried the sandal on Amaka, too tight. He tried Nkiru. Her toes screamed. When they reached Nnenna, Madame Clara tried to hide her in the storeroom. "She's just our house girl, nothing more." But the prince insisted. "Let her come." I said, "Now." And when she stepped out in her single wrapper, barefoot and calm eyes, the prince smiled. He knelt and gently placed the sandal on her foot. "It fits perfectly." "Found you," the prince said. Madame Clara gasped. Her daughters fainted. Nnenna was taken to the palace. A wedding like no other was held. The beggar boy she once helped, he came to the feast, dressed in a clean robes. He smiled at her. "You see, you planted kindness and now is harvesting season." The king blessed her. The queen hugged her. Even her father came with tears in his eyes. "My daughter, please forgive me. I was blind." "I forgave you a long time ago, Papa." As for Madame Clara and her daughters, they were sent back to the village, forgotten like old stories. They said she was a nobody, a servant, a mistake. But the prince saw her heart, not the clothes, not the status, but her heart. And that made all the difference. So if the world calls you worthless, if they hide you in the shadows, remember Nnenna. You were never meant to be ordinary. Did this story touch your heart? Hit that like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a reminder. Kindness will never go unnoticed. Drop a comment. Were you ever treated like Nnenna? Or did you ever meet a real life Madame Clara? Let's talk about it.